19, a gain of 6. It's a little pass from Manuel to Peaster, 6 yards.
We should be back. We lost connection on the stream, but we are back on.
You missed a couple of plays in the drive, but you didn't miss any scores. It's 2nd down and 5 for Seiling from the OBA 19-yard line.
Big run.
There's Manuel inside the 10, inside the 5, and to the end zone, touchdown. 19-yard run by Caden Manuel. 34-20. So back to a 2-score game. Manuel looking across the middle into traffic. It's incomplete. 3:51 to play in the first half. OBA 34, Seiling 20 on the game of the week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available. Auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
Well, Seiling hanging in, but they need a defensive stop now as they've got it back to 14 at 34-20. Caden Manuel, the quarterback, a 19-yard run. 8 plays, 61 yards. It took 2 minutes and 20 seconds. The 2-point conversion pass was incomplete, and it's a 14-point game. And so OBA will get the football back with 3:50 or so to play in the first half. If they could drive down and score, they would get the ball to start the second half. This is a huge drive for Seiling right here because they haven't stopped OBA yet.
Yeah, and a big answer there by Seiling, like you said. But this would be huge before the half because OBA put it back out to 3 scores. And I don't think 2 scores is comfortable. I wouldn't be comfortable with that in this game.
On the return to the near sideline, Cheatham is spun down around the 20-yard line. Good special teams coverage and the tackle by Jason Baker.
Man, he is impressive for just being a freshman.
So 1st down and 10 from the 20-yard line. This drive will start with 3:44 to play in the first half. Jason Baker had 3 receptions for 95 yards and a touchdown last week in the win over Laverne.
Well, like you said, see if Seiling can get a stop on defense. They have not been able to stop OBA so far in this first half. Nice.
Boydston.
Fumble.
He fumbles the football, and Seiling, I believe, has it.
And that would be huge.
This could be a huge turnover, the second turnover of the ball game. Seiling with the pick 6, OBA with the pick 6 at the beginning of the ball game, and Seiling has it. It's getting interesting now.
And that was just a great play call there. Seiling ran a blitz up the middle, and Boydston could not tuck it away and put it on the ground, and that's the turnover that Seiling needed. This is the momentum switching back to the number 1 ranked Wildcats.
And the short field, 1st down and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And look for Seiling to strike quick here. I would expect them to try to put it in the end zone here and keep this momentum going.
From the 13. Manuel going left, now back to the right, needs help from a block. He'll get to the edge, to the 5, to the end zone.
Oh, wow, what a play.
He hurdles the defender. Did he get into the end zone? Yes, he did. Touchdown from 13 yards out. What a run by Caden Manuel.
That was impressive. What a play. I think they're actually calling him out of bounds. I don't know, can you not hurdle somebody anymore?
You know what? That might be a rule.
I don't believe you can do that anymore.
So is he down where that happens? Yes, he is. So down, it looks like, to the 3-yard line.
Well, and for player safety, that is a rule that they have changed recently. He definitely should not be penalized. You should be given a high five by the officials for the athleticism shown on that play.
They're discussing this, the officials. There will be a penalty of 10 yards back to the 13 after all that. And it will be first down and 10, I believe. Three and a half to play. They'll try it again. They got the desired result, but the penalty. Peaster angling left. Tripped up inside the 5, but he dives for the end zone touchdown.
Well, this just looks like a totally different Seiling team now on the offensive side of the ball. Peaster hit the hole so hard that time. And another touchdown for Seiling cuts it to 1 score.
34-26. And we got a lot of football left in this one. Seiling is not going to give up that number 1 ranking without a fight. Number 1 in the Associated Press media poll. That is the newspapers across the state. Snap it to Manuel. Manuel's in for 2. 3:12 to play, first half, now 34-28. We'll take a break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
Wildcats capitalize on the short field after the fumble. Cody Peaster scores from 13 yards out. The 2-point conversion run by Caden Manuel. And it's a one-possession game, 34-28. OBA with the lead. Took 27 seconds, a 13-yard drive, 2 plays. Peaster with the breeze. Returnable for Cheatham. 25. And across the 30 to the 31. So the drive will start with 1 tick under 3 minutes to play in the first half. And Seiling, they finally got a defensive play. The turnover got the ball back and capitalized on it.
Yeah, and they're just playing with a different level of intensity at the moment, too. They look completely different on the offensive side of the ball, having got that success from throwing the ball. And let's see if they can make that spill over on the defensive side.
1st and 10 from the 31. Boyston, not much there. Not much there. That freshman, Blake Chain, with the tackle. Gain of 1. Clock ticks down under 2.5 to play. Keep in mind that OBA will get the football to start the 3rd quarter.
Well, you mentioned that on the last drive, too.
Quick hitter left flat. And a gain of about 3 or so. Caught by Harry Nunez. Are they saying incomplete?
No, he went down to his knee when he caught it.
I got it. So he's down right there.
I don't know what the timeout's for, but.
So he will actually lose a yard on the completion.
Not sure I understand why the clock's not running, but.
It is now 1:53. Third and 10. Boyston showing the arm, has a man.
Wow.
It is caught and reeled in and to the house.
What a play.
Jacob Colby, and what a throw by Bodie Boyston on the run.
That was really impressive. And a huge answer by OBA and Boydston.
69-yard touchdown pass to make it 40-28.
Man, this game is going to take forever. What a game.
Colby's 2nd catch of the night, his 4th touchdown reception of the season. Back to a 12-point game. Chance to get it to 14 with a 2-point conversion. Wow. U.S. Open just finished up in New York City. This is like watching a tennis match. We're just going back and forth. Folks, this is worth watching. Bodie Boydston spins into the end zone for 2 to make it 42-28. We'll take a break. There's still 1:36 to play in the first half. We've got a couple of drives left in us here. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
Adam Dieselhorst, that was a 3rd and 10 call right there. Bodie Boyston running to his right, being chased on the run, just hurled it downfield and caught his receiver in stride, Jacob Colby, who took it to the house.
Yeah, it was really impressive, and even more impressive than that was the peel-back block by the guard or either the end. I don't know what position he was, but Boydston almost got sacked and was still able to get it, kind of throw it off 1 foot, too.
3 plays, 69 yards in 1 minute and 23 seconds. Boyston to Jake Colby, and Boyston with the 2-point conversion run. And now it is really imperative Seiling comes back and scores here in the last 136 because, once again, we'll say it again, OBA gets the ball to start the 3rd quarter. And they'll have the short field, a relatively good field position on the short kick. 42-yard line is where Seiling will start.
Yeah, and a minute 36 is an absolute eternity in an 8-man game. They got all sorts of time, especially the way they've been running offense the last few possessions.
Drive will start with 1:36 to play. Stick around at halftime. We'll spend all 20 minutes or so giving you the scoring recap in the first half and the stats. It's going to take the entire halftime by the time we're all said and done. High snap, Manuel. He wants to throw. Incomplete. Kind of threw it away. Hudson Hamer was thrown behind him.
Well, and that was a good decision that time by Manuel because he looked like it was going to be a run option, and he obviously had the ability to throw there, but there was nobody out in the routes open.
Now, once again, we need to mention this. Caden Manuel's normally number 9. They don't have number 65 normally as their quarterback, but got some blood or something on his uniform, so he put on number 65.
I kind of like it.
I do too. He looks like he carries 65 very well, which when you're a quarterback is saying something. Yeah. 2nd and 10. Manuel up the middle, busts into the secondary. Stays on his feet down to the 45. How about a gain of 13?
That's amazing what happens when you start completing passes and you get people on their toes and you get people bouncing out into their, into their passing zones, and it makes those running lanes much bigger, and Manuel is taking advantage of that.
In OBA territory at the 45. Ball deflected. Incomplete. Somebody got a big old paw up there, I believe.
It was Arnold.
Was it Arnold? Okay, I thought it might have been Nick Beckman. It's Arnold. McGuire Arnold.
I'm sorry, it was Jacob Colby. I told you wrong.
Nope. Well, we'll just call his name again.
That's it's been called a lot. I led you astray, Tom.
2nd down and 10. I hope you're having as much fun watching this as we are calling it. What a game. Pretty much what we thought it would be, or we hoped it would be. Manuel, near side, wide open, caught inside the 30-yard line, down to the 28. Hudson Hamer, another catch, his 5th of the night. From the 45-yard line down to the 27. A gain of 18.
And really good route concepts there by Seiling. They just flooded everybody over to this side of the field and had really 3 receivers he could have picked from.
A minute to play in the first half.
Oh.
High snap. Manuel rolls it up. Throws right side off the fingertips of Chain. He's lucky that wasn't chaos.
Plenty of time if you're Seiling. I don't think they need to feel like they need to rush by any means.
They've got a couple of timeouts left. Seiling 2-0 with wins over Cyril, and they knocked off on the road last week in Laverne, number 1, Laverne 40-38. But OBA has given them all they want and more here tonight. Manuel going deep toward the end zone, wide open, touchdown to Peaster. Nobody around him. 27 yards.
Another good play call there by the Wildcats, leaking the running back down the middle of the field, and there was nobody there to cover him, like you said, Tom.
3rd catch of the night for Peaster. 1st touchdown of the night. Manuel left side. Peaster, did he get to the end zone? No. 50 seconds to play in the first half. 42-34, an 8-point lead for OBA. We're back after this. It's the game of the week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance. With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Well, when you combine the homecoming festivities, the smoked turkey legs, and this ball game, you're getting a bargain if you're here tonight.
Oh, man, I'm telling you. Those you mentioned the smoked turkey legs. I hadn't brought those up yet. I got a few pictures of them. I'm going to have to send those over to Coach Hardaway or Mark Rogers for the next food blog. But I'm telling you, those look top-notch as we were walking in.
For Seiling, 6-play, 58-yard drive in 46 seconds, the 27-yard touchdown pass from Caden Manuel to Cody Peaster. It's an 8-point game, and there's still time for OBA. Cheatham.
Oh, this could be.
He gets some help on the edge here. 25 and pushed out of bounds. I wonder what OBA will do here. I mean, they got 39 seconds, no timeouts.
They're going to wing it. They are going to try to score because of this game is you're going to have to put some serious points up. And like you mentioned, them getting the ball again to come out of the half, but I'd still at least make some attempts the way they've been able to throw the ball downfield and have success with it.
So the line of scrimmage is the 25-yard line, 75 yards away from the end zone. 39 seconds to play in the first half, and they've got an 8-point lead. Boyston showing the arm into double coverage.
Oh,
incomplete, nearly intercepted. That was Hudson Hamer who had a shot at it.
And I'll tell you, Tom, Arnold looks hurt on the play, which would not be good for OBA, but he had his safety valve. He had Cheatham out in the flats because Hamer ran with Arnold, which was the right thing for Hamer to do, but he could have dumped it out to him and gotten a lot of yardage.
Now Jacob Colby is limping over to the sideline.
Of course, that's easy for me to say up here in the booth, right?
So 31 seconds to play. It's second down and 10. Are we having fun yet? This has been a dandy. 76 points scored. We're not to halftime yet. Yep, this is going to move OBA back. Moving back to the 20.
Been really impressed with how Seiling has handled the big almost, I wouldn't say knockout blow, but the big almost right hook by OBA to start this game, and they have just grinded back into this thing. And it's been very impressive.
This ball game started at 7 o'clock. It's 8:35. We're not to halftime yet. It's going to be a long night in Seiling. Yeah, Boyston busts it free and gets across the 20-yard line to the 24. So he'll pick up 4. And Seiling is going to burn one of their timeouts because they want to get the ball back and try to make something happen before halftime.
Interesting.
23 ticks to play. Let's take a quick break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people. and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
Seiling burning their second time out. OBA has 3rd down and 9 from their own 26-yard line. Seiling will try to get a stop. They'd like to get the ball back and maybe have a play or two before the end of the first half.
It's got Cheatham down the middle of the field.
Boydston. And that'll stop the clock. Now Seiling won't have to use a timeout. It'll be 4th down and 9, 17 seconds to play. And we know that Caden Manuel has the arm
Oh, yeah, definitely.
to get it to the end zone from midfield.
Well, and you run into the situation, too, where you have to punt it.
Into the wind.
And we all know how special teams can be in these types of situations. So
Bodie Boydston is the punter. 4th down and almost 10, 9.5. Peaster goes, they going for it, we're punting. What's going to happen here? Most likely Cody Peaster's going to get a chance to, I don't know. Look for no, they're going to punt it away.
They just broke the huddle with too many. That's
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah,
because Beckman ran off.
Yeah. They had 8, but they had 9 out there for a little bit. So this will move OBA back to the 21. You know, Peaster standing back there in a safety position. He needs to retreat. They could get a good return here.
I would agree.
Because
it's coming after it.
It's 4th down and 14. It might have been partially blocked, but it's going to get a good OBA roll out of bounds at the 46.
11 seconds to go. That's at least 2 plays, more than likely.
And Seiling will have it at the OBA 46-yard line. The way this first half has played out, I'd almost bet there's going to be a touchdown here.
Goodness gracious, it has been a lot of action.
I usually don't come too close to filling out my first and second half drive summary. We're getting down here.
Well, watch Peaster. He's who they're going to want to go to, but you can see him leaking that tight end out too as well.
Peaster lined up near side. They're going to run it. 40, 35, and they have the one timeout to burn. They'll stop it with 4 seconds to play.
Well, the first down will stop it too as well,
That's
but
true.
yes, you're right.
So down to the 33, a gain of 13. They'll get a good shot at the end zone here too. Timeout. Let's go ahead and keep it right here. Boy, this has been a fun one tonight. If you're just joining us, OBA jumped on top 22-0 with 4:28 to play in the first half. They pushed the lead to 28-6, led 34-14, but then Seiling kept answering. OBA turned it over, a fumble in the shadow of their own goalpost, gave it to Seiling at the OBA 13-yard line, and Seiling scored to get it back to one possession, 34-28. Quick answer for OBA, the 69-yard touchdown pass from Bodie Boydston to Jacob Colby. That made it 42-28 with 1:36 to play, but then Seiling with the answer, 27-yard touchdown pass from Caden Manuel to Kobe Peaster with 50 seconds to play. Makes it 42-34. That's where we stand right now. So Seiling, who has never led in this ball game, they were down early 22-0. They've got one play And if they'd score and get a 2-point conversion, we'd go into halftime tied at 42 in one of the craziest first halves I've ever seen.
Well, an obvious situation here is they're going to hurl it towards the end zone, and if you're OBA, you're going to have, some people back into a safety type situation, umbrella type situation, but keep an eye on 3. Levin's done most of the damage in Hamer, but Peaster is the playmaker, and it looks like they're going to run a little Hail Mary over here on the left side of the field.
Most likely the final play of the first half. Off his back foot toward the end zone, into traffic. It is caught. It is caught, but he didn't get into the end zone. Peaster caught it at the 6. And that is where the first half will come to an end. 27-yard completion. But they will come up 6 yards short of what could have been the tying touchdown.
Man, I know, and if it's not for them putting pressure up the middle of the field, that's what didn't allow Manuel to set his feet. He threw that off his back foot, and he still threw it 40 yards almost.
We'll take a break. We need it. OBA 42, Seiling 34. It's halftime. Homecoming in Seiling. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance. Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available. Auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
For over 50 years,
halftime in Seiling, and what a wild first half. The OBA Trojans lead the Wildcats from Seiling 42-34. You take a look at the first half. There were 11 scoring drives in the first half between the two teams. Only 4 drives that did not end up in scores, and that includes the drive at the end of the first half that was ended when the clock hit 0 to end the first half. OBA scored first. It was actually Seiling who took the opening kick, but it was Harry Nunez with an interception return, 50 yards for the touchdown for OBA. 2-point conversion run was no good. That happened with 8:02 to play in the first quarter, and OBA on top 6-0. Seiling moved the ball to the 40-yard line but had to punt. OBA took over on their own 33-yard line. Went 67 yards in 2 plays in 16 seconds. And it was Bodie Boydston, 65-yard touchdown pass to Judd Cheatham. Then Boydston with the 2-point conversion run made it 14-0 with 6:09 to play in the first quarter. Seiling got the ball back, their own 20-yard line, went backwards, had 4th down and 20 at their 10. And a block punt. It was Corbin Burrell for OBA who blocked the punt. The ball ended up in his hands, and he went into the end zone to make it 20-0. Judd Cheatham with the 2-point conversion run to make it 22-0 with 4:28 to play in the first quarter. So Seiling down 22-0 before they'd really gotten anything going. They do get a bit of an answer as a 7-play, 80-yard drive in 2 minutes and 35 seconds. And it was Caden Manuel to Hudson Hamer, a 25-yard touchdown pass. 2-point conversion run was no good. That made it 22-6 with 1:46 to play in the first quarter. Our next touchdown comes early in the second quarter. OBA got the ball, the short field, took over at the Seiling 46-yard line. They go 6 plays, 46 yards in 1:44. Bodie Boydston scored from 13 yards out. 2-point conversion run no good. 11:55 to play in the first half. It's 28-6 OBA. Seiling with an answer. 26-yard touchdown pass from Manuel to Hamer. 2-point conversion pass from Manuel to Peaster. 5-play, 58-yard drive and 138. 10:17 to play second quarter. Made it 28-14. OBA scored in 10 plays, 58 yards in 3 minutes and 58 seconds. It was Bodie Boydston pushing in from the 1-yard line. 2-point conversion run no good. 6:13 to play in the second quarter makes it 34-14. An answer for Seiling, an 8-play, 61-yard drive. It took 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and it was Caden Manuel with the 19-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion no good. 34-20 with 3:51 to play in the second quarter. OBA gets the ball, ends up fumbling inside their 20-yard line. Seiling takes over at the OBA 13. And it was Cody Peaster, a 13-yard run on the second play. The drive took 27 seconds. Manuel with the 2-point conversion run. It's a one-possession game, 34-28 with 3:12 to play in the first half. Quick answer for OBA. 3 plays, 69 yards in 1:27. It was Bodie Boydston, an unbelievable 69-yard touchdown pass and catch and run by Jake Colby. Boydston with the 2-point conversion run made it 42-28 with 1:36 to play in the first half. And then Seiling with the final scores for the first half. 50 seconds to play in the second quarter. 27-yard touchdown pass from Manuel to Peaster. 2-point conversion pass was incomplete. And it's 42-34 at the half. After that, we'll take a break. come back and give you the stats from the first half. Crazy first half in Seiling. 42-34 the score. You're watching the Game of the Week on Scortal, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Few things bring communities together like high school sports. The passion, the drama, the atmosphere, the tremendous thrill of victory, and the agonizing pain of defeat. There's nothing like it, and nobody in Oklahoma brings you all of that better than Squirtle. So sit back, hold on, and get ready for another thrilling ride, because it's time once again for the Squirtle Game of the Week.
We have enough? I'm just going to get a cold one real quick. Halftime in Seiling. 42-34 the score. OBA leads the number one team in Class B, the Seiling Wildcats. And let's go crunch the numbers for you. First of all, and there's a lot of numbers.
Real quick, though, before we start.
Let's do that.
Tom was not cracking a cold one,
no.
Just so everyone knows.
It was cold water.
Cold water. We just want you to know this is a family-friendly atmosphere. So
cold water, I promise you. It is still like 88 degrees here. So let's crunch the numbers for you. First of all, for OBA, 69 yards rushing on 17 carries. Bodie Boyston leads the way, 14 carries for 62 yards and a couple of touchdown runs. Through the air, Boyston a 6 of 10 for 183 yards passing, a couple of touchdowns and no interceptions. And Harry Nunez, a couple of catches for 13 yards. Jake Colby, 2 catches for 77 yards and a touchdown. Judd Cheatham has 2 catches for 93 yards and a touchdown. So 27 offensive plays for OBA and 252 yards in the first half. 42 points for them. And there was a defensive touchdown in there as well. Actually, a defensive touchdown and a special teams touchdown for OBA. For Seiling, 30 rushes for 147 yards. Caden Manuel, 16 carries for 79. Cody Peaster, 14 carries for 68. Through the air, Caden Manuel's 10 of 20 for 225 passing yards in the first half. 3 touchdowns, and he has thrown an interception as well that was returned for a touchdown. And let's talk about Hudson Hamer a little bit. 5 catches, 144 yards receiving, and 2 touchdowns to lead the way for Seiling. 50 offensive plays, 372 total yards in the first half for Seiling. The two teams combine 76 points in the first half and 624 total yards. We're going over 1,000 yards total offense in this ball game. Second half is coming up. We'll take a quick break and bring it to you when we come back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available. Auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Well, the Squirtle crew is in Seiling tonight, and we're getting our money's worth, and we're bringing you your money's worth. You're not paying for it.
Correct.
It's a free live stream, but it's worth your while to watch this one. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst, the Squirtle crew, Jacob Whitty on camera, Caden the Fortune, our producer tonight. 42-34. What the heck do you think is going to happen in the second half?
It's your fault. You called it early on. You said it was going to be high scoring. Coach Hamer stopped by at halftime, and he blamed you for what's occurred so far, and said you were spot on. But there's been a lot of firsts. I'll tell you another thing that's a first for about anybody. How many times have you ever seen a guy wearing number 65 throw for 252 yards in the first half?
That's exactly right. You're exactly right about that. Now, we've said it about 5 times. I'll say it for the 6th time. OBA will get the football to start the second half.
Yeah, and it will be interesting to see. I think a key to the second half is I'm interested to see if the game is still kind of the helter-skelter pace that it was as far as a lot of passing, a lot of big plays, or do one or the other teams try to establish the run more, try to slow the game down a little bit. And if I'm OBA, I probably try to do that because it seems like Seiling has the momentum.
What kind of adjustments were made in the locker room at halftime? OBA averages 51 points a game. Seiling averages 43 points a game. We're going to get there. Short return out to the 40-yard line on the short kick. And that is Ian Easton on the return. So OBA, pretty good field position. First down and 10 at the 40. Yeah, the OBA leads in the scoreboard, but the offensive numbers, Seiling with the edge. 252 total yards for OBA in the first half, 372 for Seiling in the first half. First play of the third quarter.
Little throwback, nice.
You betcha. Cheatham wants to throw. He's got his man. Nunez down inside the 30-yard line. The trickeration. They worked on that in the locker room.
What a way to come out of the half. Coach Kayot and OBA's staff doing the little halfback pass. Cheatham. Nice play call. I like it.
So the gain from the 40-yard line down to the 26.
Cheatham, he had a good little arm on him there.
Yeah, 34-yard hookup. Nunez's third catch of the night. First and 10. Cheatham again around the right side. Boy, I tell you what, he could kick it into overdrive and put on the afterburners.
You know, that's a formation that you saw a lot out of Coach Kayot coach teams when he was at Laverne. You see him implement it into his offensive scheme here with OBA. That's a tough play to defend. You're stretching out to the edge, and if you can get that end sealed, you're going to get a bunch of yardage on that play.
Yeah, we talked about the fact that after tonight, OBA has a week off before they host Wacomas in 2 weeks, then go on the road to Cherokee, host Ringwood and Garber, go to Kremlin-Hillsdale, and wrap up the regular season against Pond Creek Hunter in Week 10.
Ooh, they got him.
Boyston toward the end zone has a man.
Ooh.
Got him spun around. Harry Nunez was in the spin cycle. Incomplete.
Be a flag anyway on the play, so it would have been called back. It looks like it's going to be a hold.
Well, that'll mess up my stat sheet. So they will mark it back to the 28. And it will be second down and 13. Great night for high school football. Temperatures about, mid-80s by now. Breeze has gone down a little bit. Still breezy, but not quite as bad as it was early on. Boyston to the right side. Turns it up. 20, 15.
Good
steps
run.
out of bounds just shy of the 10. I think he was going to say he stepped out at the 14. So a gain of 14.
That's the first time we've really got to see Boydston out in the open space, and for as big a kid as he is, he runs really well.
15 rushes for 76 yards for Bodie Boydston, who's got an offer in hand to play football next year at UCO.
You know, a lot of the stuff they've been doing, which I love the play calls, they've ran a few sweeps, but most of it's the trap game inside to Boydston and using some misdirection stuff on the outside with the receivers and the backs. But I like that play call there.
Easton lined up behind, but it will be Boydston who will fall forward for a couple. I think that was Giovanni Duarte who tackled him from behind after the 1-yard gain. I was going to check something out here in that first half. Our longest scoring drive was like about 3 minutes and 58 seconds.
Nice.
Screen pass left side. Cheatham in space to the end zone. Flag. There's a flag.
I wonder what the flag was. Are they going to call a hold?
I don't know, but the Seiling trainer or photographer, whoever that is down there, he was pumping his fist like he knew this was going against OBA. It's a hold. I think they're going to mark it off.
I think they got Nunez on the outside with the hold.
Yeah, mark it off from the 8-yard line. So second down and about 15 or so from the 18. Oh, Boydston spinning out of a tackle, but he won't spit out of that one. He is sacked. Back at the 25.
Well, and that was a good decision that time by Boydston to tuck that down. He needs to be careful. He's getting kind of loose with the ball, and Seiling needs to be a little more attentive to that, try to see if they can't knock it out of his hand when they're trying to bring him down.
I think it was Vicente Meave on the sack. Back to the 25-yard line, a loss of 7. So now third down and a bunch, 3rd and 21. Cheatham in motion.
Got Cheatham.
Little out pattern. Ball is caught to the 15, to the 10, down to the 5-yard line. Near the first down. I think he might be about a yard short. Great run after the catch by Jake Colby.
Man, Colby has been big on both sides, and I don't know if they're going to try to measure this. I can't tell, but it looks pretty close.
The 20-yard.
Yes, they're going to stop the clock and measure it.
20-yard hookup.
And this is one of those scenarios where the down marker guys make their money. They got to walk all the way across the field.
This drive started back on the 40-yard line. 10th play coming up. Biggest play was that 34-yard hookup from Cheatham to Harry Nunez.
Looks like he's about a Sonic hot dog short.
So 4th down and less than 1.
And this is a scenario where you just go under center with your big quarterback and just get a lean. And
is that a regular Sonic hot dog or the foot-long coney?
I'm going to say just a regular, the All-American.
The All-American.
With the onions and the relish.
Gotta love it. 4th down and 1. A short one. Boydston is pushed from behind.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
Ian Easton just pushed him forward. He picks up the first down. They're going to mark him at about the 2. I'll give him the 1. He needed less than 1, and he picked up 4.
It is hard to see down there on that end of the field.
It is.
Press box.
I'm thinking it's we'll say the 2.
Yeah, it's about the 2-yard line.
About the 2. 1st and goal from the 2.
He's in.
Same play. Touchdown. Boydston scores for the 3rd time tonight.
Boy, and that is the kind of answer from OBA that if you're their coaching staff and you're their fan base, that's exactly what you want to see coming out here the second half.
Well, we said it all through the first half. OBA gets the football to start the third quarter. They just paid it off. Gets it back to 48-34 with a 2-point conversion upcoming.
And these are, we mentioned it early at the onset of this game, how important 2-point conversions are. Or even if you have a field goal kicker a lot of times in 8-man, how important it is.
Boyston right side, steps into the end zone untouched. 50-34, OBA averages 51 a game. They've got 50 with 8:40 to play in the third quarter. We'll take a break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
OBA scores an 11-play drive, longest of the ball game, 60 yards, 3 minutes and 16 seconds is how long it took. Great drive to start the opening, to open up the third quarter. Boydston scores from 2 yards out. Then he got the 2-point conversion run for good measure. 8 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the third. It's 50-34. OBA is back up by 16. That's 2 full possessions now.
Yeah, and that is OBA's longest drive of the half, or the game so far, right?
Yeah, 60 yards. They went 10 plays, 58 yards back in the first half, but 60 yards. Actually, they had a 62-yard drive.
How about time off the clock?
That is their second.
Gotcha.
They had it might have been Seiling had the long drive. Somebody had a 4-minute and change long drive. It's on here somewhere, and I can't find it.
I thought you said 3:58 earlier on.
That might have been it, 3:58, right there around 4. Right there. It was an OBA drive, the 10-play, 58 yards, and 3:58.
Nice. So that's what we were wondering coming out of the half. What's the kind of the change of pace? I think that's the kind of drive you want if you're OBA with the momentum that Seiling has coming out.
Now Nunez with the wind again, hammers it. And they'll say he can't return that. He took it about a half a step into the end zone. So, once again, the kicker is a weapon now here in the third quarter as Seiling will have the long field. First down and 10 from the 20-yard line with 8:39 to play in the third quarter.
And this will be interesting here to see what kind of changes OBA has made for the second half of this game as far as –
they gave up 372 yards in the first half.
It looks like Boydston is out, too, on the defensive side. That's something to keep an eye on as well.
Yeah, that other linebacker, that's Holden Caldwell. Well, he's been in there. Who's the other guy? Pitch left side. Peaster tries to get to the edge, turns it up, lowers his shoulder, is knocked out of bounds just shy of the 40-yard line. Good run on first down of almost 20.
Yeah, a situation where they went right at where Boydston normally is, too, right on that edge. And
18 yards in the carry. 15 carries, 86 yards rushing for Cody Peaster. First down and 10. This time it is Manuel. 50, 45, 40, and diving across the 40-yard line down to the 38. Seiling wasting no time, down by 2 touchdowns.
Looks like Cheatham back there at the safety spot. It has a cramp. Ooh, good stiff arm.
Near side. Nice carry. Giovanni Duarte. $15-yard gain. And a flag flies.
Yeah. That's gonna be his timeout, the officials, because the official let him run off the field.
Having a hard time keeping up with the score sheet because Seiling has just gone up tempo. Man, they're pushing tempo now, trying to answer in a hurry and get the Trojans back on their heels a little bit, especially with Bodie Boyston out of there. Now you've got
2 or 3 of OBA's players that are cramping so bad.
Yeah.
They're dropping like flies over there.
Yeah, I couldn't catch. I'm trying to catch the number with my.
Well, Arnold's one of them.
Yeah. First down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Manuel fakes the pitch. 20, 15-yard line. Dragging a player down to the 10 as he took Harry Nunez for a ride. Gain of 15.
And this is impressive by Seiling. Seiling is just punishing OBA right now physically, and OBA also has got a lot of guys out over there cramping on the sideline, something to keep an eye on.
Push the tempo, pistol formation, Peaster has it. He'll get inside the 10 down to the 8.
And that much better job that time by Beckman up front for OBA as he caused a pile on the backfield.
Peaster's over 100 yards rushing, 17 carries for 108.
That might have been the first time that Manuel did not make the right decision on the zone read play. He should have took that one.
Second down and goal from the 8-yard line. High snap. Manuel reels it in. Now he looks to make something out of it. Stiff arm, throws it away. Good play. Good play. He realized he had exhausted his options and just throws it away.
Yeah, and he was out of the tackle box too, so outside the numbers, and so that's interesting.
Talking about this, defense on the. I'll tell you what, the defense has been back on their heels all day. This OBA team, they played Davenport in their opener, and they beat them 46-0. They only gave up 64 total yards in that game.
Yeah, well, they were very impressive early in this game until Seiling started throwing the ball and having some luck, and now everything's working for Seiling.
3rd and 9. 3rd and goal. Back right corner of the end zone. Incomplete. There was some contact down there, but they won't throw the flag, I think, because
the ball was too far out in front of him.
Exactly right. It was over his head. So now you're looking at 4th down and goal from the 9-yard line. This is a huge play.
Big play for both teams, obviously.
Seiling down by 16, a full 2 touchdowns. That's a touchdown, 2 touchdowns, and 2 two-point conversions.
And I'm doing something with moving Manuel out of the pocket just so you can utilize his feet. Maybe that flood play they ran earlier. Peaster.
Across the middle, incomplete. Good coverage. Seiling fans were thinking there might be a flag for pass interference. That is not the case. And OBA will take over, so OBA gets a stop.
Yeah, big stop. Obviously, that happens sometimes. You see these offenses that are really spread out and wide open and are kind of relying on throwing the ball. But a huge stop for OBA. Obviously, if they can, even if they churn some yards and even have to punt, just burning some time off the clock at the situation that they're in.
Now OBA will take over on their own 9. They would love a long, time-consuming drive. 7:03 to play in the 3rd quarter. They got a lot of real estate between themselves and the other end zone. They would like to take some time off this clock with a 16-point lead. Boyston.
Nice
sweeping
run.
right. Nice run. He'll pick up almost 10. He almost got to the stick. That might be a first down. We'll see. Yep. I think they're going to give him the first down. The line of scrimmage was the 9. Yep, he gets it out to the 19. Move the chains, first down.
And look for OBA here to be much more patient between plays. I could see Coach Kayot doing that. I've seen him do that before in a lot of games.
And they got that play clock down there. That thing can run down to 1.
I'm not sure.
Why is the clock stopped?
I don't understand that either. And the play clock is not accurate.
The clock should have stopped while they moved the chains.
I'm not sure I understand what's going on.
OBA is going to call a timeout. We'll take one. 6:55 to play in the 3rd quarter. The Trojans lead the Wildcats 50-34. You're watching the game of the week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local VOTEC, we are Autry Technology Center.
Now, Boydston had the 10-yard run, which moved the chains. And then OBA calls the timeout. They'll continue the drive, 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line. 6 minutes and 55 seconds to play in the third quarter. They carry a 16-point lead, 50-34. And a short carry off left guard. That time it is Easton. That's his first carry of the night.
Yeah, they like something off that edge. They got about 4 or 5 yards on that play. I kind of like that. This is what I talked about earlier. You see Coach Kayot trying to use the clock to his advantage here, shorten the game.
A gain of 4. Ian Easton averages 9 yards a carry, 8.8 to be precise. 18 carries, 159 yards rushing, and 4 touchdowns coming into tonight. That was his first carry of the ball game. There's a first down run right up the middle. That's Easton again. They're going to work him on this drive.
Yeah, Easton needs to be a little bit careful with the ball, though. That ball almost popped out there. So I'd almost like to see OBA maybe take a little more time before they snap the ball.
They could tick it under 6 minutes to play halfway through the third quarter. There's a couple, 3 more. The short gain to the 34-yard line.
Well, this is what makes it tough because now you have the threat of Cheatham on the edge as well as Boydston pulling that and running. So you start getting some success right up the gut. It really changes things because it makes those linebackers, tighten up.
This drive started with 7:03 to play in the third quarter. We're at 5:33 right now. They've moved the chains a couple of times.
Oh, nice.
Well, there's going to be 5 the easy way, as jumping across there was Newt Hutchison.
A disciplined football by the Trojans. They should set this ball, and this clock should run.
Boy, if this result can stay like this and OBA gets a win of more than a couple of possessions, they're going to bust on to the 8-man football scene in Oklahoma. Boydston, first down. Out across the 45-yard line to the 48. There's 9 more.
Felt like a false start there.
Boydston has 21 carries for 94 yards rushing tonight. Just shy of midfield, the 48. Easton up the middle.
Well, I really like watching Easton run.
Straight up. He picks up about 3 right there. Mark it to the 49-yard line. So now they are in Seiling territory.
How impressive has number 80 Holden Caldwell been in this game? He is definitely an undersized player up front, but he does not lack any effort.
Coaches say he's a little guy with a big heart.
Yeah, I believe that might be our one of our state reps.
You're exactly right.
His son. He's not the state rep. But
I bet Chad Caldwell is over there raising some heck tonight. Chad Caldwell is a big Trojans fan. Boydston right side. First down, out of bounds. The train is rolling right now. The Trojan train inside the 40-yard line.
This is exactly what OBA, the kind of drive you want. I mean, so impressive. Keep the clock rolling. That's what they're wanting. I don't know if they're going to set the...
Bodie's over 100 yards rushing now, 22 carries for 103.
I think they might have called him out of bounds there.
Mark him at the 40. Chris Kayott, OBA's head coach, won a state championship at Laverne. He knows what it takes. This team is pretty darn good. Short gain, actually no gain at all right there. Bodie Boyston is the meal ticket. 23rd carry. Clock continues to roll. 3:35 to play third quarter.
I'd like to see something on the edge to Cheatham. I think that they're bound for something like that here.
Oh. Sometimes it's pretty obvious when you jump. And that's what happened right there. As Holden Caldwell, we saw these nice things about him. He made it pretty obvious that he missed the snap count.
Well, his effort was still really good
exactly.
there, too.
You're right. You're exactly right.
He chipped his man and got to the second level like he was supposed to.
That's right.
He was wondering why everybody else didn't fire off as hard as he did.
He got 5 yards down the field. So back to the 45.
I'd like to see something coming our way to Cheatham on a motion play here.
Boyson in trouble. He runs out of trouble, though, has time across the middle.
Goodness.
Slant catch down to the 33.
Man, what a play by Boydston.
Harry Nunez was there on the slant. Got a little waggle. I mean, it was kind of a blown-up play. Kind of looked like a waggle play.
Well, just so impressed by Boydston's, awareness there. I mean, he avoided the sack and was rolling right through it, kind of across his body with a lot of zip on it.
Fourth catch for Nunez. 3rd down and 4.
That's
Easton. Yeah, not a whole lot of room there.
Yeah, they had that scouted out that time. They had everybody there to create a pile.
Be 4th and 3. So 4th down and 3, big chance for Seiling to get a stop. Under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Now Boyson had to pick up the snap off the ground, and he's blown up, and Seiling will take over. They get the stop they need.
And that play was doomed from the get-go, obviously with the bumbled snap. A big-time stop for Seiling. Seiling needs to answer here quick.
They will take over with 1:41 to play. That was a time-consuming drive that came up empty. The drive started with 7:03 to play in the third quarter. It ends with 1:41 to play, so they didn't score, but they did shorten up the game quite a bit right there.
And look for them to attack Boydston's side of the field.
Piece to right side, makes a nice move. 40-yard line out of the 42. One-on-one tackle to save more as Judd Cheatham makes a stop.
A much better job out here on the edge, blocking by Hamer. Arnold, we have not called his name as much as we did in the first half. They're doing a much better job blocking him, too.
2nd down and 1.
Ball start.
You're just joining us and you missed it. Caden Manuel, the quarterback, is normally number 9. Got some blood on his uniform. They put him in 65, which is a bizarre number for a quarterback, but it is 8-man football, so that number would be legal. You just don't see it very much. Manuel, play action. Little screen pass they were trying to set up, but Manuel to get rid of it in a hurry, and he threw it over the head of Hudson Hamer, incomplete. 3rd down.
Yeah, that's a situation, too, where that was the right play call. I think he just got rid of the ball too quick. Hamer had all sorts of space. His man was playing off of him.
Cade Manuel,
10 yards.
Cade Manuel is now 0 for 4 passing in the second half. Fake the give. Manuel finally goes down. Corbin Burrell with the sack with some help. But the loss back inside the 35-yard line to the 33 brings up 4th down and 11.
Credit Burrell there. He never gave up. He couldn't get Manuel down. I thought Manuel was going to make another miraculous throw.
So now 4th down and 11. Seiling got the stop they needed, but they could not capitalize. OBA is going to get it back. Final 24 seconds of the third quarter.
That's a good punt.
Hamer with a nice punt. Picked up at the 30-yard line on the return, near side. Cheatham out to the 45.
Cheatham does such a good job in special teams. Getting that extra 10 yards there is low center of gravity, and he just runs so hard with the ball.
So one play here for OBA. We'll take it to the fourth quarter. This drive starts with 13 seconds to play. 50-34. We've had just one score here in the second half. Bodie Boyce in the 2-yard touchdown run in the opening possession of the third quarter. After we had 76 first half points and 624 total yards in the first half. Boyd stood up the middle, and he was tripped after a gain of 2, and that'll be the end of the third quarter.
Looks like Manuel may be hurt his shoulder.
Yeah, they'll have some time to look at him here as we'll take a break. Our third quarter in the books, 50-34 OBA. You're watching it on Squirtle's Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
There you see, get a good look at Seiling's meal ticket. Caden Manuel on the bench. They took his helmet away from him. We hope that he is okay. I guarantee you Seiling hopes he's okay because he is much needed.
Yeah, he was unfortunately holding his arm. It almost looked like something may have happened to his shoulder.
Or arm or yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So we go to the fourth quarter. OBA leading by 16, 50-34, and they've got the ball. That last carry by Boyston was for a gain of 3. Ball resting at the 48-yard line. Just shy of midfield.
Oh, they got him.
Going deep, has a man wide open. Nunez with the catch, makes a man miss, and is down inside the 10. He was tackled by Peaster. I'm wondering if he would have just kept angling toward the left pylon if he would have got there.
Just got a little bit too cute with it. Been watching the NFL too much.
Gain of 38.
Boy, and wouldn't this just be huge for OBA? Obviously, you've got Manuel on the sideline. Looks to be favoring his shoulder. And first and goal, and if you could put another score on the board, how huge would it be?
I'll tell you what, it might be the nail. Boyson up the middle, lowering the shoulder inside the 5, down to the 2.
And that was a very intentional play call because that's the side that Manuel normally roams on the defense for the Wildcats. Once again, credit to the coaching staff at OBA. I've been very impressed with how prepared their team has been. The play calling by Coach Kayot, they've just answered everything that Seiling has brought to them.
Boydston again.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, OBA from 3 yards out. (56-34). You're looking at 3 possessions now.
And obviously, like we've talked about, a 2-point conversion here makes it huge because you have to have 3 scores with 3 conversions.
Yep. OBA fans across the way that made the trip out to Seiling, they can feel it now. Don't overlook us anymore.
Man.
Don't underestimate us anymore. They got a week off next week. They're going to enjoy it.
I do got to give some of our guys at Squirtle some credit. I know they were mentioned many times in our football preview as far as a team to kind of watch out for. So there were a few that were giving them the credit.
2-point run by Judd Cheatham. Will take a break. 11:07 to play in the ball game. Now 58-34 OBA. You're watching the game of the week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
You see on the Seiling sideline, they are cutting off the pads of Caden Manuel, a linebacker and quarterback for Seiling. And most likely we will not see him again tonight. 58-34 as OBA scores in a 4-play drive, 55 yards it covered in 1 minute and 6 seconds. It was Bodie Boyson with a 3-yard touchdown run. And for him, let's see here. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 rushing touchdowns. And he's thrown a couple of touchdown passes as well.
Well, and that's a situation. What we're going to see from Seiling is they're going to bring Peaster in to play quarterback, so that kind of changes the dynamic of what they're trying to get done on offense. But, man, just really disappointing for the Manuel kid. He has been a warrior all night long.
Really hope it doesn't look as bad. It isn't as bad as it looks right now, because you want to see him playing football. And, of course, his dad is the head coach, and, you got to coach the football game, but I guarantee you're thinking about your son back there on the bench. Harry Nunez will tee it off from the 40-yard line, and here we go. High short kick. Fair catch called by the freshman Blake Chain, and Seiling will take over first down and 10. And we will see a new quarterback. And you're right, Peaster. No, he's the other weapon.
Yeah,
now he's the quarterback.
And this will be tough. I mean, if Seiling can get man-on-man up front, Peaster can make a man miss, and he's a different kind of threat in the backfield, obviously just directionally running. Oh, it looks like they're going to have him run tailback. What do we know?
Pass was caught, and that's your freshman. That's your freshman at quarterback, Blake Chain.
I like it. I'm guessing Blake's a part of the Chain family. It's been around this area,
Oh,
Chain
yeah.
Ranch, and I'm sure he's worked on the farm before in his life. He's going to be a tough kid, I bet.
From the 43. Chased.
Good
Steps
effort.
out of it.
Oh,
He almost threw it right into the hands of Harrison Crow.
it's not often you see. We've seen a lot of firsts. You normally don't see a QB wearing 65, and you normally don't see a quarterback wearing a cowboy collar either.
Of course, he's the starting linebacker on the other side of the ball. Hand off to Peaster this time.
Nice run.
First down across midfield to the 49.
There's still a lot of time in this game too. If you're Seiling, especially as quick as they run offense. I mean, they run offense quick.
124 yards on 19 carries for Peaster.
I would just keep feeding the beast is what I would do. That's what they're going to do, run a little option our way. Ooh,
Shane will get it down to the 46.
Shane needs to be careful with how he's handling that ball.
Second down and 7. Under 10 to play in the ball game. I would imagine it's been a while since OBA would have a win like this.
Good pass.
It was deflected away, or I think it might have got a hand on it. Was it
44?
Harrison Crow? Yeah.
That was just great coverage. That was not a bad throw by Chain. Chain really has looked good here throwing the ball early on. Has set his feet there and zipped that ball right across the middle.
Still working on Manuel down below us. They got some of the Seiling paramedics down there who are always here manning the ambulance. Peaster.
Good tackle.
Oh, nice tackle.
That was Cheatham.
Cheatham, yep. Nice play by Cheatham out here on the edge.
And you know who'd strung that play out, don't you? Big number 7 there for OBA, Boydston.
Yep, I'll tell you what, we could call his name almost every darn play. 46-yard line. And we'll give him the 45 and give him a gain of 1.
Like to see run that little flood play over to the opposite side of the field.
4th and 6.
Got him.
Oh, he dropped it. Off the hands, incomplete. Jason Baker, and OBA will take over.
And if you're OBA, it's easier said than done, but you do what you've done the last 2 drives. You know, some clock burning type drives. Obviously, you want to end up in a score, obviously, but even if you take a bunch of time off the clock here, that's an advantage. So, don't stop the clock, run the ball. The clock is your friend now. And if you're Seiling, you start looking for opportunities to maybe, rip the ball away for a fumble or, get as quick of a stop as you can to get the ball back in your hands. Good
right
run.
Up the middle. Maston. Nice gain on first down across the 50 down to the 47. Picking up 7.
Well, Easton, he's been kind of their guy here in the second half. We didn't see him much in the first. They were running the edge, more running the quarterback and more running stuff with Cheatham, but he's been big here in the second half.
I think I said Masden. It is Easton. Ian Easton.
So we all make mistakes, Tom.
Yep.
That's why I'm here to pick you up.
There you go. I ain't heavy. I'm your brother. Second down and 3.
Ooh, good hit.
Boyston bounces off of it and gets the first down. He hesitated for a moment after the shot. Inside the 45-yard line, down to the 43, picking up 4 and moving the chains.
Love Coach Mendenhall's excitement there. He's telling them to take care of that ball and, motivating these kids up front. And that clock just keeps tick, tick, tick. If you're OBA, that is your buddy.
They could run it down under 8 minutes. Yeah, the second half has motored along a little quicker than the first half
Yeah,
did.
the football gods are looking out for us, Tom.
It's because OBA is taking control of this game.
Easton again.
There you go. Ian Easton across the 40-yard line, down to the 38. 5 more.
You know, and nothing against Sealing's effort on the defensive side, but, you know, we talk about the loss of Manuel from the QB standpoint, but how big of a loss is it on the defensive end? I mean, he is as equally good on the defensive side of the ball as he is on the offensive side.
You just really hope that he can come back. And now he is upright.
Talking to his dad down
talking
there.
to his dad down there, yeah. Out of his uniform, out of his top at least, and he has that shoulder in a sling. Somebody jumped early.
Could be encroachment.
You know, back in the day, growing up in Southwest Kansas, you had a big, if you're OBA fans, had a big win like this, and you're in the right part of the area. On the way home, you stop at the Pizza Hut in Ulysses.
Yeah.
And you would have a party.
Yeah, they could stop at the Pizza Hut in Fairview.
Fairview. That's
there
exactly
you go.
right.
Yeah.
Fairview Pizza Hut, you might want to stay open.
Yeah. I didn't know where you're going with that, Tom.
First down. Easton down inside the 30-yard line. He'll be pushed back to, say, right at the 30, a gain of 3. Ian Easton. He's got 75 yards rushing, most of them on the last. I take it back. That's not right. I'm doing horrible math here. He's got 35 yards. I thought my 3 was a 7. I'm looking at that going, man, I can't even read my own writing. First down and 10, 6.5 to play. Boyson again. They're keeping the ball as close to the ground as possible. No gain. Boyson has carried the ball now 29 times. Under 6 to play. Talked about the fact that OBA has next week off before they play Waukomis at home in a couple of weeks. Seiling on the road to play on the turf at Cherokee. Boydston again. Stop the clock as he gets out of bounds. Ball down to the 25. Third down and 5. And it's Easton. Not a whole lot there. Give him the 24 to bring up 4th down and 4. But once again, that clock will move down under 5 minutes to play. Ninth play of the drive coming up.
Might see them run this clock down and take a timeout.
That's what they're going to do. Timeout. We'll take it with them. The clock will stop with 4 minutes and 51 seconds to play. 4th down and 4 for OBA. They're on top of Seiling 58-34. You're watching it on Squirtle's Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
After last week's 40-38 win over Laverne, the Seiling Wildcats ascended to the #1 spot in the Class B poll by the Associated Press, which is the state's print media across the state. OBA says,
not so fast.
Hold my soft drink.
And it, a lot of people looking at this game, they may see that Manuel was hurt, and I'm not saying that, Manuel playing the fourth quarter wouldn't have made a difference, but I think OBA had stretched this lead to a point where it was going to be very difficult for Seiling to come back.
4th and 4, can they keep the chains moving? Boydston. Incomplete. Good coverage that time by Peaster as the pass intended for Harry Nunez, and Seiling will take over with 4:46 to play.
But even without converting there, that's a big drive there for OBA to.
Well, that drive started with 9:11 to play in the fourth quarter, and they will give it back to Seiling with 4:47. So they ran time off that clock like they wanted to do.
And obviously another scenario, if you're OBA, play very sound, don't give up big plays. And if you're Seiling, you just want to keep that continual pace that you have and run normal offense.
OBA has outscored Seiling 16-0 in the second half. Chain at quarterback. Catch made. It's Newt Hutchison, the tight end. Out to the 39, a gain of 15. Hutchison's first catch of the night. Peaster has it. He'll cut back the other direction and accelerate out across the 45-yard line.
Boy, the official got rolled up on.
Peaster was popped. A couple of Trojans in there. One of them was Jake Colby. They will unpile him.
The official was hurt.
Yes, he is. They're trying to get the players off of him as quickly as they can. He'll be helped to his feet.
I think he just got knocked a little wheezy.
Gives us a chance. We haven't talked about him yet tonight. Billy Parker's the referee. Darren Dirks the umpire. Brad Logan the linesman. Line judge is Garrett Hines. The back judge is Bruce Hines.
They've done a fantastic job in this game tonight.
They have.
Had a little bit of everything in this game, haven't we?
And I think that they may. Coaches are pointing down toward the paramedics, I believe, saying you might want to take a look at our official.
He's a little
he's a little woozy, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
You could hear Coach down there saying, "Everything all right, man? Get him a towel. He needs a towel." Hey, folks, we're all on the same team.
Yeah.
The officials, when somebody gets hurt, so they'll go an official short here for the last 4.5 minutes. I think he wants to get back in there.
Ooh, that was a illegal snap.
He's getting back into the ball game, folks.
Nice. Only took one play off, Tom. That's pretty
right.
impressive.
That is impressive. I'd be laid out in that sideline for the rest of the game. They'd be carrying me home. Across the middle, ball caught. Hamer's had a big night, down to the 41. Gain of 20 right there. Hamer, 6 catches for 164 yards.
Coach Kayot is trying to let the clock people know they need to start the clock.
And that time, Shane is taken down, ankle tackled from behind, and that was Corbin Burrell. Gain of 1. Clock under 4 minutes to play now, 3 minutes and 49 seconds. 3:45 away from a big, big, big win for the Trojans.
Yes, it would be very big.
Non-district game, but it will get some people's attention. Shane sacked.
They're having all sorts of trouble with the center exchange right now.
As Boydston with the sack. No, Corbin Burrell, excuse me. It's Burrell.
A timeout by Seiling.
Yep. They'll lose yardage back to the 48-yard line, a loss of 7. And a timeout. And let's go ahead and play another commercial or two. 3:24 to play in the ball game. It's 58-34. OBA. We'll take a break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
.324 to play. It's 3rd down and 18 for Seiling. Shane is chased. Thought about throwing it. Stays on his feet.
Nice.
Down the sideline, out of bounds. I'll mark him out at the 42.
A great effort there by Shane. It looked like he had nothing.
Picked up 10 out of all that.
Make it 4th and manageable now.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was 4th down. That was actually 3rd down. Now we're looking at 4th down. Scoreboard says 4th and 40. It's not 4th and 40.
It's 4th and 10, about 9.
Yeah, 4th and about 9 or so.
It's the first time I've done that tonight, Tom.
Step on my cord.
I know. We're in some tight confines.
4th and 9 for the Wildcats. Shane is sacked.
Caldwell.
Yep. Holden Caldwell, the senior. And the celebration begins in earnest across the way. I bet they will be having some fun in the locker room and on the bus back to Commitment Field and campus of OBA.
Man, what a just monstrous win for this program. You know, obviously we know a lot of coaching staffs work really hard, but I know the kind of dedication that gets put in over there at OBA by their staff and the work these kids have put in. And, you know, we mentioned it, you know, in the last 5 years, you know, OBA has, had some struggles with numbers. It's been difficult. The district that they were in had, you know, the defending state champion back-to-back years. And, you know, Crescent made that run the one year also. And this move to 8-man has been big for them, and the success that they have is awesome. And they've earned it.
And the seniors that were there a year ago didn't get to – they went 9-1, but they didn't get to play in the playoffs. as Ian Easton with the carry. But that year off to play 8-man football with, independent schedule, it's paid off now because, boy, they know they know how to play the ball game. They're showing it.
Well, we talked about it too, Tom. I mean, their coaches were confident about what kind of team they were going to have this year, and overlooked, if that's what you want to call them. I can tell you this much: they have made a statement tonight here in Northwest Oklahoma.
Statement game. 2nd and 5. Easton again, first down.
And I can't say enough about the Boydston kid. A lot of times you hear about, great athletes and great quarterbacks in small school, and sometimes they lack a little bit of toughness, but that kid does not lack any bit of toughness. He has got every bit of it, and I can definitely see why UCO decided to offer Boydston. He is every bit of what I expected.
Clock rolls, 2 minutes and 10 seconds to play. We'll go under 2 here.
And really our thoughts are with Manuel, too.
Oh, you betcha.
And the Seiling team. This is a very talented Seiling team that obviously has a big upside and has a long season in front of them, too, as well.
Easton right up the middle that time for 9. Couldn't have scripted this one any better for OBA. They got the lead early. Seiling made their run, but the second half has been all OBA.
And I'll tell you what, how good has the defense been for OBA in the second half?
Shutting them out in the second half. Easton again. Gets down to the 25, picks up a couple. Yeah, they gave up 34 in the first half, made some adjustments. And they have shut them out in the second half. Let the celebration begin because the coaching staff, they're hugging across the way. You can see it over there. They're going to a knee. Boydston. One more knee and we'll be done. Yep, they're going to have to take one more knee and we'll be done. The Oklahoma Bible Academy Trojans are going to go to 4-0. And who's going to be number 1 in Class B next week?
I'm going to put my money on OBA. I mean, not only did they win, they won decisively. 3
on the
scores
road.
on the road.
On the road. There you go. The Oklahoma Bible Academy Trojans. Let the celebration begin. And they've got a week off to enjoy it, don't they?
Wow. Just an impressive win.
(58-34) the final. Oklahoma Bible Academy now 4-0 on the season. Seiling will fall to 2-1. OBA takes a week off next week before they host Waukomis at Commitment Field in 2 weeks. Then they go on the road to Cherokee, hosting Ringwood, then Garber at Kremlin Hillsdale, then Pond Creek Hunter at home in Week 10. For Seiling, on the road at Cherokee next week, then they play Pond Creek Hunter at home, Canton at home, at Waukomis, at O'Keene, Covington Douglas at home, and they wrap up the season at Southwest Covenant. We'll take a break and we'll begin our postgame show after this. OBA 58-34 over Seiling. You're watching the Game of the Week on Score, presented by High Plains Insurance.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available. Auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village and South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Thrilling ride because it's time.
Oklahoma Bible Academy knocks off the #1 team in the state as they beat Seiling 58-34 tonight. Lots of scoring in the first half, not as much in the second half. We'll go back and recap it for you. OBA led 6-0 4 minutes into the ball game after a Harry Nunez 50-yard interception return for a touchdown. 2-point conversion, no good. 6-0 OBA. They led 14-0 when Bodie Boyson hit Judd Cheatham for a 65-yard touchdown pass. The 2-point conversion made it 14-0, and then OBA pushed their lead to 22-0 on a Corbin Burrell blocked punt that he took into the end zone. 2-point conversion made it 22-0 with 4:28 to play in the first quarter. Seiling got on the board with 1:46 to play in the first quarter. A Caden Manuel to Hudson Hamer 25-yard touchdown pass made it 22-6. And at the end of the first quarter, OBA led 22-6. But 5 seconds into a first play, as a matter of fact, of the second quarter, Bodie Boyston scored from 13 yards out to make it 28-6. Seiling with an answer, a 26-yard touchdown pass from Manuel to Hamer again. A 2-point conversion pass made it 28-14 with 10:17 to play in the first half. Boyston scored from 1 yard out to make it 34-14 with 6:13 to play in the first half. Seiling answered a 19-yard run by Caden Manuel to make it 34-20. And then OBA turned the ball over at the third, gave it to Seiling at the OBA 13-yard line. And Cody Peaster scored from 13 yards out to make it 34-28. That was as close, 6 points. That was as close as Seiling would get. OBA answered that last Seiling score with a 69-yard touchdown pass from Boydston to Colby, Jake Colby. Made it 42-28, and then Seiling scored with 50 seconds to go in the first half. 27-yard touchdown pass from Manuel to Peaster. 42-34, OBA was the score at the half. But it was all OBA in the second half. They outscored Seiling 16-0. They scored in the opening drive of the third quarter. 2-yard run by Boyston made it 50-34. Then they scored with 11:07 to go in the ball game in the fourth quarter on a 3-yard run by Boyston. And your final score, 58-34. Take a look at the numbers in this one. First of all, for Seiling, 43 rushes for 218 yards. Cade Manuel was the leading. I take it back. It was Cody Peaster. 20 carries for 125 yards and a rushing touchdown. Cade Manuel had 18 carries for 90 yards rushing, and he had a rushing touchdown as well. Through the air, Cade Manuel and then Blake Chain, who came in after Manuel got hurt, combined to go 13 for 30 for 265 yards, 3 touchdowns and a pick. 73 offensive plays for 483 yards in the second half. So Seiling in that second half after 372 yards in the first half had 111 total yards in the second half. Hudson Hamer receiving 6 catches for 164 yards and 2 touchdowns as well. Cody Peaster had 5 catches, including a 27-yard touchdown pass. For OBA, on the ground, 50 rushes for 197 yards. They had 128 yards rushing in that second half as they were trying to get the clock milk down and get out of here. Leading rusher was Bodie Boyson, the quarterback, as he had 31 carries, 118 yards. And let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 rushing touchdowns. Judd Cheatham had 5 carries for 20. Ian Easton had 13 carries for 59. So 50 for 197 on the ground. Through the air, Boyston goes 10 of 14 for 281 yards. That's very efficient. 2 touchdowns, including a 69-yard touchdown pass to Jake Colby and a 65-yard touchdown pass to Judd Cheatham. Cheatham actually caught a 65-yard pass for a touchdown and threw a 34-yard pass tonight as well. So 10 of 14 for 281, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 64 offensive plays for 478 yards. So 226 yards of total offense in the second half for OBA, and they looked very, very good tonight. Chris Kayot's squad now 4-0 on the season, and they will get a well-deserved week off after a 4-0 start.
Just can't say enough good things about OBA, obviously, and what a football game tonight. You know, unfortunate ending for Seiling, losing Manuel. I hope that he gets healthy. They have got a lot in front of them. But OBA, the question was, can they compete, with the top tier of 8-man football? And they answered that question. Yep. And I honestly kind of felt like they controlled the second half, and the way they played in the second half defensively, and the way they drove down the field in that first drive, that's a championship type team to me. And they're balanced. They're good on defense. I'd be keeping an eye on them if I was anybody else out there in 8-man.
B2, you better buckle up because OBA's coming.
Exactly. I would agree with you.
We will call it a night. It's been a fun one here tonight in Seiling. I'd like to thank the Squirtle crew, my compadre Adam Dieselhorst, Caden LaFortune, our producer tonight, Jacob Woody on camera. And next week, we know we're going to be in Fairview doing Fairview and Hooker. We might have one more game for you.
We will have another one.
Yeah, I get to take a week off next week. My daughter, it's Dad's
Day.
Dad's Day at OU. And they're playing
K-State.
Playing my favorite team, playing my K-State Wildcats. We'll see what happens next week. But I'm sure you guys will have a tremendous broadcast. One more time, your final score tonight, and it will reverberate across the state. OBA 58, Seiling 34. It's been the game of the week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains.